What's up, everybody? We are still over at the obstacle course. We just got done with the men's and women's elite divisions. Now we have the women's 40 plus division, and right over my shoulder, making her way over the water, is Becky Wagner. We are specifically covering her right now because she is a great comeback story. Back at Nationals in 2023, she actually tore her ACL on the obstacle course. When medical came on the floor and asked if she needed help, she had a few choice words to tell them and said, nope, I'm gonna keep going. Continued not just the obstacle course, but the entire weekend. And then has been doing rehab, having a lot of training, putting the work in, but this is the first time that she is back on an obstacle course for a little redemption story today. For anyone who didn't hear, she said that this one hurts her crotch. So we always get some good audio from Becky. If you remember one of the team competitions, we mic'd up her and her partner, and it was a good time. So we might have to do that again. Playing a little beep bop boo Mario Kart. Mario Party. There you go. Good. Back two more. Just that one. And she's done. Up and over here. Little background of Becky. She has been doing CrossFit for over a decade. Has her level 1, was an instructor, has put several athletes through on-ramp or foundation, so like a beginner's course if you're not familiar. And then about 3 years or so, she got involved with tactical games. You know, she grew up hunting. It's part of her, hobbies and things that she loves to do, super outdoorsy. And then realized when she could combine fitness with firearms, truly was like the perfect sport for her, and just putting in a ton of work. The women's 40 plus division is super stacked, and if you ever come to any of our events or maybe see on social media, they call themselves Cougarville. It's kind of the area that they set up in our athlete village, and they have signs. Originally, Becky drew the sign, and then they had one officially made. So check out Cougarville. It's a good place to be, good people. And Becky one jump down away, and she is good. You are fit, Becky. Keep it up, girl. How we feeling? How we feeling?
But good.
A little tired, but good. Next thing is a little rope swing over a beam. And again, this is just their first stage. Yeah! True athlete. Our first stage of 8 throughout the day. So at other regional events throughout the season, this would typically, we can only do an obstacle course if there's, of course, an obstacle course at the venue that we're at. So this weekend we're at the Sig Sauer Academy, and we were able to utilize this course, which is super cool. So typically if there's not an obstacle course, they will have some kind of run, whether it's a ruck run, whether they run slick, whether they have full gear. It always changes. So we're kind of considering this the run. A little bit of running, but more obstacles than anything. So originally it was supposed to be a 10-minute time cap, but I have been notified it's been changed to a 15-minute time cap. But so far, none of the athletes, there you go, good job, Beck, have needed it. And honestly, I think, at least from the athletes we've seen so far, all of them have finished well within that 10-minute original time cap. But do keep in mind that every single division, whether you're a beginner in the intermediate, whether you're in our tactical division, which is like the mid-level, or our elite division, or of course, this is the women's 40 plus, so any of our masters divisions, everybody does the obstacle course, and everybody's got to do the same implements. There's no way we can, change them. But if you're watching and thinking, I really want to do tactical games, I really want to sign up, but I am a beginner and potentially in the intermediate division, that's okay, because if there's one of these implements that you can't do, or maybe you're somebody who's terrified of heights, what we would have you do is it would be a 20 burpee penalty per obstacle that you do not complete. Woohoo! That was close. You got it.
There it is.
Nice. One foot in front of the other. Great. And now she is at the monkey bars, and we'll have just about 2 obstacles left after this one. Nice. So far, I've seen every athlete who's taken this on be able to do the monkey bars. I myself cannot physically do monkey bars. I think I spent too much time talking to people on the playground where everybody else was actually working on their athletic ability. And also, look at this, good friend Ben. He is a first-time competitor this weekend. We will be covering him at some point, but he's out here supporting Becky, getting the good content of her. And that's what this is all about. Our community is truly the best. Okay, so this is the last obstacle of our course, and then she'll just have to cross the finish line to lock in a time.
Good job, Becky.
Yep, just needs to make it over so you can notice that the beams get thinner here. But there she goes. We'll extend that leg. Good strategy. Brings that arm down. Yep, and now she can start getting lower. Nice, good strategy there. So utilizing the side, nope, wants to go back. So here's where it does get tricky, because your leg needs to go down so far. Oh, I think she might jump from there. So she could technically go back to the right side. Or just be super agile and get down and through. Becky Wagner. Nice work, lady. What was her time?
25 Becky.
10-10.
10-10.
Good job.
Zero burpees for Becky. Becky, come on, nice work. You did exactly what I did at the end of the. Here, let's walk so we get away from the shooting. Okay, so you got to the end of the wall, and what were you thinking? Was it just panic? I'm up so high, or what was going through your head?
I didn't want to drop because of my knee, but I couldn't figure out how to get my right leg down to the bottom foothold because there wasn't enough grip on the 2x4 below me. So I tried to hook on the side, but I just couldn't figure out the problem. So I looked down and went, you know what? If I land square, and then if I have to roll, I won't put a lot of pressure on my knee. And it worked out.
How's your knee feel?
Perfect.
Do you feel like today was redemption day, being back on the O course?
Oh, for sure. I had PTSD about this. Learning about this, I was like, oh God, because this is where it happened, in 2023. So I was talking to my coach about it. Should I wear my knee brace? Should I not? He goes, just be very intentional about where you put your feet when you land off of things. And that's why I had that moment on the wall. But everywhere else, I felt like I was maybe a little slow, but very intentional.
So as an athlete, I mean, you've been competing, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's riding horses, whether it's tactical games, you've always been a competitor as long as I've known you, for the past more than a decade. When you're having a little bit of PTSD, knowing that you were injured on something similar that you're gonna do, what are the things that you're kind of talking to yourself the morning before or the moments before that get your mind right before 3, 2, 1?
I think the only thing that you can think about, and a friend of mine reminded me of this, if he's watching, his name is Vinton. He reminded me of this about a week ago. You gotta focus on the things that you can control and focus on what you're gonna do to get your result. You don't focus on the result. You don't, I can't focus on doing well on the O course. I have to focus on landing square in my knee and making sure I keep myself safe while just moving forward. So I think that's the best thing. Focus on the things you can control, and everything else is chance.
1 done, 7 to go, Becky.
I'm so excited. I love it. I love this sport so much.
She's back, guys. She's back.
Sport ever.
If Becky can do it and give you the motivation, that means you should get off your couch, stop watching this video, go register for an event. And Becky, what's the final thoughts and words for maybe somebody who's hesitant?
Work on your shooting. Get in the gym, get off the couch, and go work on your marksmanship.
I feel like she's directing that at me right now, too. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, send this to a friend. We'll see you guys for the next one.